right, welcome to another edition of Sports Talk alongside my dad, Norm LaMadeleine. I'm Matt LaMadeleine, and welcome to the show. We did have last week off, so we got a couple of things to catch up on, namely the NHL and NBA playoffs, especially. But I know you always have some UConn stuff, and you always got some stuff there, hidden gems, we'll call them.
Well, things that we're interested in, to show up on ESPN or wherever else sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because when we take the week off, I kind of slack, I have to admit, And last week being Memorial Day, the weather was horrible, but, you always find something to do anyways.
Yeah.
So anyways, welcome to the show. If you'd like to give us a call, it's 203-753-7593 is the number here. Marty Mad Dog Murphy is off again, but he said if, he might get a chance, he might call us. And as always, we want to thank Mike Albini and Big Al Coles in the back for taking care of us. And we are BCC TV now. I stopped saying it because we basically have
Brass City,
Yeah, Brass City Community Television. And we are on YouTube, so all you have to do is look up Brass City Community Television and then Sports Talk if you want to see a replay or whatever, right? Yeah. So, Dad, I mean, we might as well start with the NBA finals, that we are now in the finals. And I will say, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm not an NBA fan, as I've been saying all season long. But I have watched the playoffs pretty intently. And I'll tell you what, I'm rooting for the Knicks. I always claim that if I have a team, it's the Celtics. But I do root, I guess you can call me a fair weather fan at this point. But the Knicks have won 11 in a row.
Oh, yeah.
They're hot.
They're looking very good. And the thing is that the Celtics were now 2 seed. They went out pretty quick.
Yeah, they did.
You wouldn't expect that at all.
Yeah.
So at that point, you and I were saying, well, we have one local team.
Right.
It's the Knicks. And, they're a 3 seed. We'll see how far they go.
Yeah.
Well, they're dynamic. They've won 11 straight now. And they're just going through competition.
Yeah.
And I picked them to finish up.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. I would like to see them finish off now. They have not won since, I want to say, 1973 or something like that? It's been 50 years.
Been a long time, yeah.
50-plus years since they've won. They did appear in 99, and they lost to, I want to say, the Spurs in 99, but I meant to look it up, and I forgot. I want to say they lost to the Spurs in 99. I could be wrong. But, they lost. And needless to say, they did lose the last time they were in the finals. Or maybe it was. No, anyways, whatever. We'll say it was the Spurs, and we'll look that up.
I remember they won. Walt Frazier was a big player. And,
Yeah.
They had a great year that year, and New York City lit up. But then they had nothing since. Really, it's been difficult just to make the playoffs.
It's amazing.
They've been struggling.
50-something years. I mean, and you just don't see that in New York, right? You don't expect that. Of course, the Jets haven't won since, 69, was it?
Well, they won against the Red Sox. They beat the Red Sox.
The Jets?
All the Mets.
I was talking about the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets.
So I guess you
do. Yeah, 69. Yeah, that was it. Joe Namath. Yeah.
And so I guess you do see it in New York. The Mets have won. The Yankees have won. The Giants have won. The Rangers won in 94, I want to say it was, right? It was the 90s for them. Yeah, so the Knicks and the Nets both have, of course, there's the New Jersey Nets, Brooklyn Nets, whatever you want to call them. So the Nets haven't won either. Anyway, go Knicks. I mean, I would love to see them finish it off. My dad and I were talking about it. I mean, they've had one hell of a run, 11 in a row, like we said. Blew through the 76ers and the Cavaliers. So they haven't had a whole lot of competition, and they've been off for a week by the time this thing kicks off tomorrow.
A lot of points, too. I tell you, that they were really winning big time, 144 to 114 when we beat the Knicks, and the Cavs, they beat them 130 to 93.
Yeah.
To get to where they are.
Yeah, it's amazing to me that some of these games are just complete blowouts too when you think about it, because these are the best teams that are left, right?
Yeah.
And then the Spurs on the other side. Well, the Spurs have powered through. They it took them 7 games, but they did get there as well. Over the first of all, they beat the T-Wolves, right? They beat the Trailblazers first, then the T-Wolves, and now the OKC Thunder, who are We're the reigning champs, if I can remember
Number one
correctly.
seed too. Number one seed.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to knock off the number one seed to get there.
Yeah, and so it's interesting. We have we're rooting for the Knicks on one side, but on the other side we do have UConn grad. Well, not grad. UConn one and done. Stefan Castles we were talking about,
Yeah.
right? And you gotta love Victor Wemby too. I'm sorry, I know he's everywhere, and people are just probably sick of him, but.
Yeah.
Boy, that guy is something else, The big French guy from from France, and he's, I don't know, he's just a big, tall. These guys, he's
Wendemambi.
Well, yeah, something like that.
That's what he says anyway.
Yeah.
It's not a French name. I don't know. It's probably a Polish name, but he's from France. He's French. Yeah. 7 feet tall.
Yeah, it's amazing. So we'll see him, and and hopefully the Knicks can find a way to finish things off. But Castles, we looked him up, and I did not realize that it was Stefan Castles from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Or actually, it would have been 3 seasons ago.
3 seasons ago.
Yeah, when UConn. What do you got? You got.
He's doing well too.
Yeah.
He's averaging 16 points a game, 5 rebounds, 30 minutes per game.
Right. So he's playing
a
a lot.
contributor, and I look forward to seeing him again because I haven't seen him at all.
Yeah.
We don't see the Western teams very much.
Yeah. Well, we don't watch a whole lot of NBA either, Dad.
No,
so,
but if it is the Knicks or Celtics, and we don't see them.
Yeah.
You don't see the Western teams very much.
Right. And he was on the 23-24 UConn championship team, and then he was Rookie of the Year in the following season. And what did we say? He was a real early draft pick, right?
Yeah, number 4.
Number 4
around, yeah.
The Spurs.
Yeah. Let's see, Klingon went that year too, I think.
I
Maybe?
believe that was the same year, because
I think
Klingon
so.
has
I think
2
we had 2
seasons
top
in the
10s.
NBA now, too, yeah.
2 top 10s or close to top 10 or something. But that was a great team.
Yeah?
They were 37-3,
was,
and they just walked over everything.
Yeah. Well, we've been spoiled rotten with UConn basketball. We know that's a fact. And actually, you had something real quick about UConn, right?
Yeah, good again. Hurley's very, very up on two people that come over in the portal. We had Najee Hines from Seton Hall had a great season at Seton Hall last year. He's coming to UConn, and from Duke they had his name is Nicholas Camiento, and they think he's going to replace Caravan.
Okay,
he's the same type of player, consistent,
good
team leader.
Yeah,
and so Hurley's very high on these people. And then you're going to have Demeric is coming back, and Brayden Mullins and Jordan Ross.
Right.
That's going to be a starting team. And according to ESPN, you see UConn is number 5 now as far as the top, making top moves and getting it to next
early preseason. Huh?
Early preseason.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's other good teams on that are top there. You got Florida number 1, Duke number 2, Michigan, and Illinois. So these are all teams that UConn beat.
Yeah, exactly. UConn
I
beat
think all 3 of them, all 4 of them, I think.
Yeah.
Illinois twice.
Of course, lack of respect is always, right?
Lack of respect for the Big East,
Yeah. Crazy. All right, well, we'll move on to the NHL play. Actually, the Stanley Cup Finals are finally here. And, what do we say now? The NBA is starting Tuesday, or is the NHL starting? The NHL is starting tomorrow. I'm sorry.
NHL's tomorrow, and the
NBA's Wednesday.
NBA's
right?
Wednesday. Oh, I've got 2 Stanley Cups here.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I made extra copies.
Okay. Yes. No. So it's So it should be every other night now. You'll have NBA, and unless there's scheduling conflicts or whatever, TV runs the show. So the schedules basically. So we definitely have. Let's see, June 2nd, which is tomorrow, will be hockey, and the game is at Carolina, right? So it's the
Raleigh, North Carolina, 8 o'clock, and it's going to be ABC.
Yes, yeah. I believe that they're all ABC, but if they're not ABC, they'll be ESPN, and then the NBA should be on NBC, I believe. No, it says ABC as well. Wow.
Oh, it does say ABC, yeah.
Wow. So ABC is going to be is going to be basically you're not going to see your Bachelors, and you're not going to see any of your Dancing with the Stars or any of those shows.
Well,
Oh, wow.
well, those are over now, anyways.
Yeah.
Well, The
yeah.
Bachelor's probably going to be starting, I guess.
Yeah. No, I'm just surprised though
Mom
that
shows.
ABC has both of them.
Yeah.
Wow, Disney has cashed in big, huh?
Yeah.
And it has both finals. Crazy. All right. So anyway, so the Vegas Golden Knights, are have won the Western Conference, and they actually wiped out the best team, and the best team in the regular season was the Colorado Avalanche, and they rolled through the regular season. But the NHL playoffs are so grueling that it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
They actually have something called the President's Trophy for the team with the best record throughout the regular season, and that was the Colorado Avalanche. Wow. The trophy means nothing.
They lost 2-1 too. That's quite a game.
Yeah.
Of course,
the final,
got swept, but still
Yeah.
2-1 to go out 2-1.
Yeah, and there's a lot of
it's
OT, a lot of overtime games. If you watch the NHL playoffs, boy, they can last a very long time. There's no shootouts. There's no nothing like that. It's play until it's over, like football used to be way back when, right?
Oh yeah.
In the playoffs. So we have the ex Hartford Whalers. I have to put that out there. Of course, it was like 25 years ago that they left, but
Well, he's happy that the roots are in Hartford.
well, we're
just
still
say that
bitter
anyway.
because they do wear a Whalers jersey once in a while.
There we go.
But yes, I'm taking Vegas. Hopefully, and again, they got in by beating Colorado 4-0, and Carolina White dumped the final Canadian team. Once again, there's not a Canadian team in the Stanley Cup Finals, which has got to be killing our neighbors to the north. They say it's their game, but it's not their game. And it's not, and I'm not saying that meaning it's an American game either.
It's an international game now.
It is
You
absolutely.
got Sweden, you got Norway, you got these any northern teams.
Right.
They all play hockey.
Right.
Even Florida play
Yes,
hockey.
yeah. Basically, I mean, the NHL there's no question, an international game.
Yeah.
And there are players from all over Europe, in the league too as well. So it's not Canada's game by any means.
Yeah.
And we could fool ourselves saying that America is baseball is America's game, but it's not anymore either,
No, it isn't.
unfortunately. I would love to say that baseball is still our game, but it's not.
Japanese do very well.
Well, think about what
Got
Major
some
League
good
Baseball.
players, yeah.
Well, think about what Major League Baseball would be without Latino players too.
Latino, absolutely, yeah.
All over, the Caribbean, Venezuela, Mexico.
Yeah.
I mean, and then like you said, all the Japanese players, and baseball is truly an international game as well. And the NFL is trying like hell to make it some kind of an international thing. Although there's no international players that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
They now have 8 or 9 games scheduled for the 26th season abroad. They're playing in France and Berlin and Mexico City and whatever.
It does well though, American football, because they're used to seeing soccer.
Yeah.
And you can see soccer, and you kick the ball, but there's a lot more action.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to catch on. I think it's going to do very, very well in Europe.
Well,
especially.
It is. I mean, they continue to go back to England every year too, which was the original site. I want to say.
Yeah.
I think England was the original site. I mean, they've been doing it so long now that I don't even know.
Yeah.
But there's a game in Brazil now. There's a game in I think they said Mexico City this year as well.
Yeah.
But they added one in France, and they just play at the soccer stadiums over there, and the fans love it. So.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It's working.
It's going to be good. Yeah, it's working.
Right. We don't have to like it. It's working. That's the bottom line.
Well, international is good because it's good for our economy as well.
Yeah.
People come here, people from all over the world watch it. That's good.
Yeah,
it's
well,
good.
I mean, to me, I love American football way better than the international football, which is soccer. But you were mentioning the World Cup is starting very soon, and it's going to be all over us for the next month and a half or so, right?
Yeah, we said that the first USA game is June 12th, which is 2 weeks.
Right.
And then it's going to go until 7/19. The final World Cup is going to be in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Yeah, Giant Stadium.
Giant Stadium on 7/19.
Yeah.
2 o'clock, and it's going to be on Oh, I thought I wrote it down.
Yeah, it's probably
ABC.
Yeah, it's probably yeah.
Probably
we'll,
ABC.
We'll guess it's ABC,
Yeah.
of course, right?
ABC by default.
Yeah. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. We looked it up, and we're not huge soccer fans either, but I'm going to keep an eye on things. Obviously, the World Cup is a huge tournament. I looked it up. I think there's 8 different stadiums in the United States that are hosting games. We talked about Miami and Dallas and L.A. and New York, and it's this. I know some fans. I have some buddies that are big time soccer fans, and if people are buying tickets to games, they don't even know whether their home country or whatever's going to be in.
Well, I was looking at the schedule.
Money.
You're talking about Barcelona. You're talking about Rome.
Right.
All over the world, and then we're going to have our part of it.
Right.
But it's going to be probably 1/3 of it because Brazil has it too, Sao Paulo,
Yeah.
Rio, and they all have starting games, and the winners are going to come together and head for the
Play here in America.
for the World Cup.
Yeah. So we'll definitely be reporting on that over the next month. I've been seeing commercials, and it's just kind of crept up on me. I thought it started in July and would end in August, like a summer thing. But I mean, I guess it is a summer thing, right? June 22nd, is it? Is that the first day of summer?
No, June 22nd. Well, it's actually June 12th. Is the first
No,
day.
I know, but I'm talking about the first official day of summer here.
Oh,
is
first.
the
Oh, yeah.
22nd, right? Yeah.
21 or 22 is depends on the weatherman.
Right. Okay. Just some NFL news real quick. That I saw it happen today. The Pats are getting a big time wide receiver, which they do kind of need. AJ Brown from Philadelphia Eagles. He's been disgruntled there for a couple of years. Anyways, from what I understand, the Pats are giving up their 2027 fifth round pick, and then their 2028 first round pick for him. Drake May needs a legit receiver, anyways.
That's what they needed, yeah.
Yeah, they could
biggie.
use him, and if AJ Brown is happy there, he can do good things. And then I saw Myles Garrett got traded to the Rams, which he's got to be psyched about. Myles Garrett is one of the best pass rushers in the NFL, and he's been stuck with the Cleveland Browns forever. He's been traded to the Rams for a pretty good pass rusher there, but on the Rams side, Jared Verse and multiple draft choices. So the Browns are going to make out pretty good. I have a feeling in that one, and Myles Garrett should be happy with the Rams because they're pretty good, and they're not far from champion again, I think. And then for whatever reason, the Giants are bringing back OBJ, which I thought that guy was was out of the league a long time ago, but I guess Odell Beckham Jr. will be back trying to make the New York Giants. I don't know that he's officially on the team, but he's certainly been invited to camp and everything else. So, all right, Dad, we got baseball left. So,
I'm hoping we have a good NFL season, too, because we haven't been doing too well our local teams, except for the Patriots. And I think the Patriots are going to be that much stronger even.
Yeah.
That'll be a good thing there. Plus, the Raiders are going to have a decent quarterback, hopefully.
I hope so. Yeah.
Two of them, actually.
Yeah.
So
Let's hope. Let's hope that the Raiders play well this year, and they are playing the Patriots in Week 5. So at New England again. So I already have a ticket to that game. And the Raiders are actually heading to the Jets as well this year. So hopefully that's a guaranteed win against the Jets. But they never play well against the New York teams.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We got a long time before football kicks in, and a lot to talk about prior to that. And so Dad, before I know you have a breakdown of the Yankees' 13-run inning yesterday.
Yeah.
So since you've gone out of your way to get that for us, let's make sure we get that on the air. I could not believe what I was seeing yesterday.
Well, the thing is that they scored all 13 runs in the third inning.
Right.
And as the game went on, they needed almost all 13 because the game ended up 13-8.
Wow.
So it's quite a game.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we were watching a movie, and I clicked on the Yankee game, and you already had 11 runs. So I saw the last two.
Wow.
But they also left 2 runners on base. Right. So if they scored those, it would have said set their own record.
Yeah.
But the first 12 batters got on,
Wow. Okay.
and it's the first time that this has happened in 77 years. That the first 12 batters got on base.
Yeah.
The New York's biggest scoring run was 13 in the eighth against Toronto. They did it in Toronto in 2005.
Wow,
They
okay.
scored 13 runs.
Right.
And the one run off franchise record, so I guess 14 by the 1920 Washington Senators.
Wow.
So that's a little history there.
Yeah.
But Rice did the most damage. He had a 2-run double and a 2-run triple. And 8 of the 9 Yankee batters had at least 1 hit and 1 RBI
Wow. Okay.
in the inning.
All right.
Austin Wells was the only exception, but he had 2 walks and scored 2 runs.
Okay.
So he did all right. That was okay.
Right. Well, we know Austin Wells doesn't hit.
We'll take the
anyways.
walks, yeah.
You know what I mean, he's just listen, and I like him as a catcher.
Yeah.
God, he just can't hit the ball at all.
Yeah, you think
Oh.
that he'd pick up. Now it's too late now to really make any damage, to bring his average up that much. He's lucky if he ends up 220 or 225.
Yeah. Well, he'll keep.
If he gets a good streak.
Right. And, he's a one-dimensional player of today. Probably makes $10 million. Who knows, right? He's just it's insane. Where's Jorge Posada when you need him? Hitting home runs and
Yeah, doing the whole thing. Yeah, we
Right.
didn't realize how good he was.
Yeah, right.
That the '96 Yankees are so good that we were looking at Bernie Williams, we're looking at, we're looking at this whole team, Manny Rivera. The whole team, everybody, the whole team was.
Rivera,
Yeah, Mariano.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, and it was quite a stretch too because Jorge played into the 2000s for sure, right? I mean, deep into the 2000s. Anyway, you know what? I cannot believe watching the Yankees lineup that just, Jazz Chisholm's like 220, and and McMahon is under 200, and it just kills me. But I was told.
Judge is 250, 255, I think. And he got on a slump. He was up to 265, I think, 270.
Yeah.
And he went on a slump, and now he's back down to 250s.
Yeah. Dad, I've been told by more than one baseball fan of today that batting average doesn't matter anymore, so we need to start looking at OPS or whatever it is, and slugging and all that stuff. So that's what I'm going to try to focus on from now on. There are new stats every year, right? And not that this OPS is new, but I always considered batting average to be something big, and it just isn't, right?
Well, it should be because, it tells you, well, this guy, Ted Williams, got 4 hits and 10 at-bats, right? That's a 400 batting average. So in order for you to get a 300 batting average, you have to have three hits for every 10 at-bats. 333, you have to have 1/3, right? 3 for 9. And so that to me, it tells you how good this guy is getting up.
Right. And Dad, where else can you be, still employed, being right 3 out of 10 times?
Yeah, 3 out of 10. Yeah, absolutely. And that's great. MVP.
Right.
That's MVP numbers.
You're MVP making $20 million a year if you can do that. But I'll tell you what, in the real world, come on, you can't be right 3 out of 10 times.
That's right.
And have anything, you wouldn't even be